Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot reading for the birthday people of Pisces. Happiest of birthdays, Pisces. Hope you have a wonderful month, all of you. Okay, so you're in your first house, Pisces. So we are indeed in the zodiac of Pisces, which is a water element. So lots of intuition, lots of movement maybe, and then maybe not some movement. Can be stagnant, can be flowing. However, you have Jupiter in your planet, in your sign at the moment. So Jupiter is the expansive big planet. It also is full of reality checks, confrontation. So there's sort of positive and negative on both sides of this expansion. However, it is your birthday, so it's all about you. So just let's make it all about you this month. It's your time. And you have the Sun, the best card of all, major card, bringing yes answers to whatever it is your question is for the month. It's also about, illumination. It's about really seeing things for how they are, warts and all. And you, Pisces, being intuitives, you already know that, but you're still, oh yes, your mind gets in the way, but then you know to use your intuition. To really, because that's who you are, you really have to use that. So the Sun is just going to show you everything. It's like like a giant microscope, and you can see all of the things underneath there. Nothing can hide with the Sun around, Pisces. So what a beautiful card for your birthday. And you deserve it. Where you are right now. Oh, Scorpio, big change. You've been undergoing big transformations as well. This is a major card, so very much you've really done a lot of hard work on yourself. And I feel like you're thinking, yeah, look, I've trawled through all of this stuff. I've changed things that I didn't like about myself, or like about my environment, or like about my, just what I'm doing. I've slowly started ticking off boxes and saying, yep, I'm moving in the right direction. So even though it is the Death card always is followed by life, isn't it? It's an eternal cycle. So it's really a congratulatory card. It's the Scorpio card too. So we know that Scorpios are your cousins in water signs, but they're also very much deep divers. They like to know everything that's going on. They'll go where other people fear to tread. Okay, so beautiful card of transformation. So just reflect on what you've transformed, and knowing Pisces, you would have done so. Let's see what's influenced this to come, and indeed the reading. And we have the Queen of Wands. So very much a fiery energy of this female, very female type of person, a fire sign. Very creative person too, just getting on with things. But the main thing about her energy is she says it how it is. Pisces are very intuitive, but then sometimes maybe they need that bit of injection of fire there to just sort of say, you know what, this is the real deal. This is what I'm going to just tell you how it is. So it kind of gets all the muck out of the way. It just sort of cuts through all the stuff. She can come across as quite an opinionated, fiery person, but she wants action. She wants things happening. She doesn't like, just dilly-dally. So she will be influencing, or that energy will be influencing you this month, Pisces, all of you. Let's see, January, February, what was happening and is still current. We had the Lovers, so relationships very much under the radar, under the microscope there. What are you going to do about that? And obviously, as we have Death here and this here, we have you're sorting through that. So you're sort of getting that to a point, as we know too with relationships. It's a job. It's not easy. It's not always the wonderful Hollywood drama. There is stuff to weed through and sort through and realise and recognise. So that's been around you. So what I would say actually, Pisces, what I'm getting through here is this, and this transformation has been really good for you in terms of just really reality check on the relationship and getting rid of all the sort of human input and just going on a soul level, oh yeah, okay, this is what it is. Let's just go with it. Recent influences. And yeah, and at a bit of a boom crash there where you just sort of feel like, oh yeah, well, okay. Just sort of thud back down to earth with the thud emotionally and just thinking, yeah, all that work I've put in, but there I am. And I still feel like I haven't got any enlightenment about these relationships, all the effort I've put into sort of trying to sort of change the way things are for myself. But it's okay, this is only transitory, and it's like it comes down, back down to earth. But with this card, you've just got to remember, look what you have got, not what you haven't got. It's just a very temporary feeling of, oh, is that it now? Because it's not, because you know, and it's your birthday month, so it's about being perky and seeing what you do have and all the good things you've done. So you can kick that one to the curb, Pisces, actually. Yeah, we all get those times where it's like that, but then just move it aside. You've got celebrating and good times to have, to be had, and that new you coming through. Let's have a look at the lesson you'll be learning. And we have the King of Wands, so the mover and the shaker. He comes in, and this may be travelling. This is very much a travelling type of a card, or people, very male energy comes and goes or visits, and maybe he's somebody in your family or that you're really close to, this male energy that's coming to visit or comes to visit, and very much a person who you can rely on as well, because he's very much a fire sign, and he's very much a person that can boost up your energy and just, you know, have a bit of fun, or he's just a very fun person to have around. He can be quite sort of arrogant too in a way, but you can't have everything, you know, not everybody's this perfect. But there's a strong indication of just enjoying those moments of travel and looking out there and saying, okay, we can travel again, you know, the borders are open, everything's sort of really easing, and we can sort of move around a bit in a freer manner than we have been able to. Near future, so beginning of March, don't forget, I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd of March, we've got the new moon in Pisces, so, and we have the beautiful Temperance, so this is the card of divine time. So this is when timing just magically works, and we know sometimes it just doesn't work. It's just you might meet someone but the timing's wrong. Now this time is coming in, thank goodness too, in your birthday month, that this Sagittarian energy comes through, and to say, well, the timing's right, so let's just jump, let's just do things, let's just buy a ticket, let's just, you know, get back to the way we used to be. But we're much more grateful for the fact that we can move around a bit more too. The Sagittarian card is always about travel, movement, foreign things, or just naturally, you know, just having that freedom to move. Divine time, wonderful cards. You've got some really good ones. Okay, so what's happening? You're not realising, and we have the Ace of Swords. So very much you've cut through a lot of crap. The end of a difficult situation with this Swords type of person. This airy sort of person as well. Often, you know, these are the Aquarians and the Librans and the Geminis. They sort of live in their head a bit. But you've got a clarity on that too, very much. So don't despair if you think, well, I haven't made any progress with my transformation. But this one's saying, well, you have, because you've sort of understood what this element is all about. These sort of people who say one thing, whereas you say what you feel. These people just say whatever they think you need to know. It's just the way it is. So excellent, new beginnings out of difficult times, being able to have that clarity of seeing how the situation really is. How others see you. And yeah, still up in the air a bit there, sort of still making decisions. Oh, will I do this? Will I do that? And not really grounded. There might be a few people sort of gossiping or that kind of energy around you. I wouldn't really worry about that, Pisces. I'd always say, well, as long as they're talking about you. But it's that air element once again, which really is the antithesis of who you are. So it's almost like, yeah, okay, say whatever you want, because it doesn't really matter. But then be sort of think, oh, well, I'm in my spotlight. This is my birthday month. I don't really give a toss what you people think. But they're usually jealous people, Pisces. So who cares? Yap away. Okay, let's see. We'll put another card on that. And I'll actually do that now before I tend to forget. And we'll do that after we've finished. We'll clarify that. So, positive, what you're feeling positive about. And we have the Chariot. So, yes, emotional discipline. Just disciplining yourself and going, yeah, look, I know what that means. I know what that person was on about. But you know what? I'm just going to breeze on past that. Victory and success lay beyond this discipline, emotional discipline balancing. It's very much car. It's like the Chariot was the old-fashioned car, wasn't it? It's about movement. It's about travel. It's about sort of getting to where you want to be to on a deeper level of you just going, yeah, well, you know, I just need to discipline my emotions a bit. I just can't sort of always trust some people's word and once you can balance that up, Pisces, you feel a lot better. You go, yeah, whatever you think. And that's their opinion, but yours is yours, and you are going to sort of overcome this. And you know you will too. Something around June, July, sorry, very much Cancerian energy there. Something coming up in the next, 4 months that will culminate in that time as well. Okay, let's have a look at your outcome. And the World, so the end of a cycle. So this cycle is really definitely ending up, and how fantastic that it's your birthday month and you'll finish the month with the end of that cycle, that year cycle. A year older, a year wiser, and all that sort of thing. So lovely beginnings and endings, and maybe sort of travelling and, being able to travel again and move more, freer with movement. Let's have a look before we do the message on what's underneath the surface of this gossipy little, spiteful little Page of Swords. Ace of Coins. So new beginnings with money, very earthed, doing very well. So yeah, there's a bit of jealousy around this money. There's somebody spiteful. You know who it is, Pisces. But this crux of the spite and the jealousy and the gossip and people that do carry on like that, it's usually about money, isn't it? It's always about the money. What you're going to get, and they're jealous. But just saying. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, Pisces. I just wouldn't give it too much of a toss. You just get on, have your great month, enjoy yourself, do whatever it is you want, know that you're doing well, and just happy birthday. Right, let's see your massage. Impermanence. So impermanence is just, it's the fact that nothing is permanent about impermanence. So nothing lasts forever. It's like we just move through phases, and when we're in it you think, oh, this is going to bloody well last forever, but it doesn't. So impermanence is really important to remember for you this month. Just everything will just pass on. It'll just move. You just move through things, learning things as you go. Now I'm really sorry I can't read it for you because it's covered in salt from the salt lamp, but I do know what it means, and impermanence says it all anyway. Everything is just an impermanent. Everything in life is, and we just move through it, but the most important is we learn the lesson about impermanence. Thank you so much, Pisces. You have a great month. Talk next time.